What's going on, guys? One love out to everybody. We got UFC and ABC 3 Ortega versus Rodriguez prediction, guys. Before I get started, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to this channel. Also, check out my Patreon account for all my face-off predictions and prop plays. You can also donate to this channel to my PayPal, which the link will be down below. Alright, let's jump into this, guys, really quicker. This is a tricky card here. This is a tough card, guys, to be honest with you, but I did the best I could. Okay, so let's knock this out real quick. First fight, we got Jessie Pina versus Emily Ducote. This is going to be a short notice for Emily Ducote and also her debut into UFC. Emily used to be over there in Bellator. She was also in Victor. You know what, man? I'm liking Emily Ducote here, guys. I feel Pina is going to look for a submission here. And if she can't get it, then most likely she can get an outstroke by Emily, right? Emily's striking has been getting better. She has improved since Bellator. Even in Victor, she just looks like a different fighter. She's definitely putting it together, as moments go by. With Jessica Pena, I feel like she's on her way out. You know what I mean? It's like she can still get the submission though. You know what I mean? I mean, submission is going to be her thing, so it's still a live submission for Jessica. It's possible, but I feel that Jessica is just on her way out. So, and Emily is trying to, improve. So, which she is. So I'm gonna go with Emily Ducote here. I'm gonna say Emily Ducote by KO TKO in the first round, guys. Next fight, we got Dwight Grant versus Dustinstuckers. I mispronounced that. Sorry about that. I'm liking Grant here. I feel Grant is a little more experience here. With Dustin, he will drop the ball and can get in bad positions. Grant can drop the ball too, and he can get caught with a shot and get hurt. So I'm not confident in this fight. Neither is Jessica fight and Emily. I'm not confident either, guys. But I'm gonna go with Dwight Grant here. I'm gonna say Dwight Grant by KO TKO, guys, in the first round. Next fighter, we got Dustin Jacoby versus Yong. Jacoby's a pretty high level striker here. Ground game has gotten better. With her Yong here, Yong can strike, not a bad striker, but sometimes he gets flat-footed and he's like kind of stationary right in front of you. Sometimes he doesn't really move the head either, and he's hittable. With Jacoby is more he's more in and out. He can get flat-footed too, but he uses his footwork. With Yong, he gets flat-footed a lot. He does make little steps backward, and will move a little bit, but most of the time he's just flat-footed. I'm liking Jacoby for this one, guys, but Yong can strike, and Yong got power too. So, but I feel Jacoby, he's a little more seasoned striker here, and with Yong, he may look for takedowns, he may mix it up, but from what we see from Dustin Jacoby's ground game, it has been getting better. I'm gonna go with Jacoby though. I'm gonna say Jacoby by decision, guys. All right, I'm not confident either. Next fight, we got Billy Alego versus Herbert Burns. Both of these guys switch partners. It was supposed to be Ashokov for Burns, and it's supposed to be Billy Valentino for Billy Ogle. But the switch codes, both fighters fell off for each fighter. Billy Alego or Herbert Burns. Herbert Burns is a quick finisher, man. He usually finishes all his fights in the first round with a submission. So this is a fight where if he can't get the submission in the first round, man, he's going to struggle, and he slows down as the fight goes on. Billy Alego is a little more rounded. Striking is a little better. With Herbert Burns, his head is high. He's very hittable. Billy Alego is a little more technical. Mix up the kicks with punches. More of a Muay Thai kind of base. He doesn't look bad doing it. Burns just needs a submission. So it's one of these fights where he has to get out Bill in the first round with a submission. Man, just heads or tails, man. I mean, if he can, because he's a BJJ black belt, and he's not bad at it, So, but I'm gonna go with Billy Alego here. I just feel like he's just gonna avoid it and just take the fight to decision. So I got Billy Alego by decision, guys. I'm not confident. Next fight here is a very good fight, guys. Ricky Simon versus Jack Shore. This is a good fight. Both guys are very technical and very well-rounded guys here. This one, man, this can go either way. I'm kind of like, because I could see Ricky Simon winning, but also I can see Jack Shore winning, and it comes down to IQ. Ricky Simon, he has an IQ, but I feel Jack Shore has a better fight IQ, and which does make a difference. I feel Ricky Simone, he could get put in bad submission and in bad positions, and then he could drop the ball. I feel, even though he hasn't really lost much, only 3 losses, but I just feel like he can just get put in bad situations, and I feel like Jack Shore has a better fight IQ. You know, so that's basically it. I'm gonna go with Jack Shore here. I'm gonna say Jack Shore by decision, but it's just mainly off of fight IQ. Skill-wise, both of them are skilled. It's just, you know, the mental. So Jack Shore for the win here, guys, by decision. Next fight here, we got Punahele Soriano versus Dalsha Lumbula. Well, I think I pronounced that right. All right. Soriano last fight there, looked like he got injured. So he got hurt in the fight against Nick Maximov. So I hurt his knee or something, or his ankle. I'm not quite sure. But he's pretty well-rounded guy, wrestling base. He got heavy hands. His opponent here, Dalsha, very explosive guy, man. But his explosiveness getting him problems because he's trying to like finish you real quick in the first one, swinging everywhere. I feel Soriano should get a win here. I feel like he cannot avoid that. Maybe counter bull up is possible. You know, I mean, Dalsha has power and is, you know, he's a very athletic guy, but he leaves himself open when he's striking. I feel, you know, Punahele Soriano is a little more technical, and he will look for the openings better. I'm gonna go with Soriano here, guys. I'm gonna say Soriano by KO in the first round, but I'm not confident either because Dalsha pack power, man, and he just take one shot. You know, but as far as like taking the fight to the ground, I have to give it to Soriano too, because he can also take the fight to the ground. I feel like his takedowns is better, and his wrestling is better than Dalsha. Dalsha has judo, but I feel if Soriano mix up this fight, he could win. Could also be a decision, but that's the KO in the first. Next fight, we got Lauren Murphy versus Miesha Tate. Oh man, this one is a next tough one. This whole card is tough. I mean, Miesha Tate could get a submission here, and she's going to look to take the fight to the ground. But what I see from Murphy, her ground game is not bad. Her defense is not bad. I believe she should be BJJ brown belt. She could be black. But and Tate's striking is just, you know, even though she worked on it, you know, it's good. She worked on her striking, but I have to break down the fight and explain, you know. I feel Lauren Murphy has a bit of striking. Tate may have the speed advantage, but I just feel that Lauren Murphy can't even get this fight to the ground. Also on the side mount, just going and pound for win. I mean that's just what I see, but I could be wrong though. But I just feel Miesha Tate is still hateable. I'm gonna go with Murphy, and I'm gonna say Murphy by decision, guys. But I'm not confident either. Next fight we got Sean Burgos versus Charles Jourdain. When I look at both of these guys, and I look how Sean Burgos has been fighting, he gets stationary a lot, and sometimes he doesn't move his head as well. And in his fights, in his recent fights, he's taking a lot of damage. Even the Billy Qualentino fight, man, he took a lot of damage in that fight, man. Every fight he's taking a lot of damage, man. Not moving his head off center line, he's there to get hit. And this fight fits Charles Jourdain, because Charles Jourdain likes to come forward and just throw down too. So, but Charles Jourdain will move his head a little better and will have a little more better movement as far as in and out. You know, his opponent there, Shane, you know, sometimes you just like, it's just there, it's stationary. But he's boxing though, but he's doing that the Philly shell, the rolling, but then he's getting hit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go with Charles Jourdain here, guys. I could be wrong though, but I'm gonna say Charles Jourdain by what I have here. Charles Jourdain by a decision, man. I just feel Shane Burgos just takes too much damage, and he's just hittable. He's becoming more hittable as his fights go on. Which I said, your head ain't meant to get hit like that. The more you get hit, the more damage to your brain, and then the slower you're gonna get. That's just basically it. Next fighter, we got Matt Chanel versus Simmer Jordan. Simmer Jordan is not a bad striker, man. Very technical guy, counter striking. I mean, he's sharp, man. The guy is sharp. Very sharp, very technical striker, man. I like how you strike. But this is an MMA fight. And with Simmer Jordan, I believe he's been submitted 4 times. And, I mean, Matt Chanel is just too experienced, man. I mean, he's supposed to get this guy to the ground. You know, even though you have good striking and movement, you're still in a cage. And this is going to be a small cage. So, I mean, I'm going to push towards Matt Schnell here. But again, he can also, Matt Schnell can also get knocked out. And Simon Jourdain is so technical. But it's like, that's why I said this card is difficult, because it all depends if the opponent can implement their technique first. It's like a sniper. It all depends who snipes first. And it could be over in the first round. So if Matt Schnell can get a takedown, he can get a submission. But if he goes in there and then chasing it, and then he get countered and he get knocked out. I'm just going off of more experience here. That's what I'm going with, and I say Matt Schnell. So I'm going to go Matt Schnell submission first round, guys. Also could be second, but not confident again. All right. Next fighter, we got Jingaling Lee versus Muslim Sharonov. So next fighter with Jingaling, he doesn't really go for much takedowns as much. He usually was one of box heavy, but kind of flat in the foot, kind of swing punches, predictable, open, easy for Muslim to see. The reason why, I won't pick Jingaling here, because he doesn't really go for takedowns as much. The ground game is not really his thing. I mean, Muslim, he can, stop the takedowns, but it's just a matchup where he's not going to get pressured too much with takedowns or wrestling, just more heavy striking. I mean, Muslim is light in the foot, in and out. He got nice footwork, countering. Where Jingaling is going to be swinging a while, that's easy for Muslim to see. The only way Muslim loses fight if he gets tired, which is possible, because Jingaling will put that pace on you. But I'm going to go with Muslim Sharonov here, guys. I'm going to say Muslim Sharonov by decision, guys. But I'm not confident, because anything is possible here. Jingaling does pack power. Next fight, we got Michelle Waterson Gomez versus Amanda Lemos. And this one is Gomez can get a win here, or Michelle Waterson can get a win here, but she's gonna have to get it to the ground. And what I see from her striking, man, she's not really packing the power. She's just throwing techniques up there, but it's not some of the techniques not connecting, and the pack no power. In every fight. Every fight she comes back, she's just doesn't look good in it. It's like a decline against the Marina Rodriguez. I mean, Marina Rodriguez is a tough fight for her. Very technical Muay Thai striker, but still. With Amanda Lemos, she possessed that similar striking. Very technical, heavy strikes, pack power, but she got submitted that last fight. But again, this is a fight where, again, what I told you is a tough card. Michelle Waterson has to get a submission first. So as long the fight goes, Amanda Lemos is going to just pepper her legs up with leg kicks, heavy strikes. Lemos just gas out in the fight, so Waterson could probably come back and take her to the ground for takedowns. But man, what I see from Michelle Waterson is just her. Even her takedowns just doesn't look the same. Maybe she could look different in this fight. But I'm liking Lemos here. I'm going to say Amanda Lemos by decision, guys. Not confident, Next fighter, we got Brian Ortega, the main fight in the card, versus Yair Rodriguez. That's a fight here also with Yair. Is a pretty good striker. Have a Taekwondo base there, but he is hittable though, and he gets wild at times. A lot of his techniques just thrown everywhere, and he can miss. Brian Ortega, he's there to get hit too. He's been getting a lot of hit in his fights, taking a lot of damage in his fights, which can play a factor. And Yair take a lot of damage too. So it's like, Brian Ortega is known more for the ground, but his striking has been getting better. I feel Yair Rodriguez is more better striker here, the more unorthodox, non-telegraph, kind of unpredictable striking, that spinning back kick, spinning heel, spinning back fist out of nowhere. And Brian Ortega can get caught and get knocked down or get knocked out. I don't think he's ever been finished by a knockout though. Or I think they stopped the fight in the Max Holloway, but he never gave up or got flatlined. But it's a tough one here, man. The more composed guys is Ortega. Yair is just kind of wild and does gas out. Brian can get the fight to the ground though, and he can get a submission. I like an Ortega here. I'm going to say Ortega by decision, guys, but again, I'm not confident. This entire fight card here, I'm not confident in no fight in this card. There is 0 fights here that I'm confident in. 0. Because either guy here have a chance to win. All the odds in this card should be even. So quick look at the odds here, guys. See what we're working with. The fights, all of them should be even. There's no fighter there that's higher or way higher odds. It shouldn't be. If it is, then something's wrong. Alright, we got Ducote here and Penny. They got Penny underdog, Ducote 155. Kind of close fight. I don't disagree with that. Like I said, all the fights should be even. Grant and Dustin, even fight. I don't disagree. Jacob and Yong, even fight. I don't disagree. Algeo and Burns. Algeo is 210. Kind of disagree with that because Burns can get the submission in first. So I have Algeo favorite, but like I said, it should be like 155 or something like that. So be careful with this one, guys. Jack Shore and Ricky Simon, I don't disagree. So I was right. A lot of the fights should be close. They got Jack Shore as favorite. I agree with that. And it doesn't look bad on the odds. It should be a little closer, but Ricky Simon can still get a win, man. Soriano and Dalcha. Soriano's a little bit high here. I mean, I feel like he should win this fight, man, but still be careful because Dalcha still pick pack power. So be careful. Miesha Tate, damn, they got Miesha Tate as a high favorite, dude. Holy crap. I like Murphy for this one. I just don't like what I see from Tate. I feel Murphy can do enough, you know, to have a win here over Tate. So, in my opinion. I could be wrong though, but be careful with this one, guys. Miesha Tate at 200 or something? Nah. Because Lauren Murphy, she shows that she can win fights and she gets the wins. If it goes to decision, then, you know, Tate could get it. Just depends if she earned it or not. It doesn't even matter. You know. But I have Murphy winning, and she's an underdog. But again, you know, you make the decision you want to make. You know, so yeah, that's it. Charles Jourdain, Sean Burgos. I got Charles Jourdain as underdog too. Oh wow, I have Charles Jourdain winning this fight, guys. Burgos is this fight here. Charles Jourdain and Burgos is an even fight, guys. This should be just like the Dong Jong and the Jacob fight. Believe me. So this is an even fight. I like Jourdain. Be careful with this one. Matt Schnell and Shelby Jourdain. I don't know how to mispronounce that. Damn, 265, 270. Nah. This fight here, guys, is an even fight also. Matt Schnell and Sue is an even fight. Sue is a good striker, believe me. And I want to pick him to win. But then the Matt Schnell is so experienced and so crafty on the ground that if he can get the fight to the ground, he can get a submission, and if the fight keeps prolonging, he can just do things to keep the fight tight. Just keep it in the range that he wants to keep it because he has experience. So with a guy like Sue, who's a good striker, but then Matt Chanel's experience fought a lot of guys in the sport and beat them. You know what I mean? So be careful with this one, man. This fight should be even, guys. Lee and Muslim 165. I really don't disagree with this one. I think Muslim should win, but be very careful because Jingling, you know, anything is possible, man. So I would have it a little more closer, but I could see Muslim winning. Lemos and Watterson. Damn, Lemos is high. I disagree with that one, guys, because we see with Michelle Watterson, if she can get the takedowns and get the submission, or she can just takedown, rounds to round, possible. So I wouldn't have Lemos so high. I would have this fight even. This is the next even fight here, guys. Because Watterson can get a win if she can implement the takedowns. Win just by wrestling. She's not a wrestler. She's more a striker. But striking can't hang with this Lemos girl. So maybe that's why I have this so high. But they're looking at only one aspect. Michelle Watterson, I believe majority of her wins are by submission. Alright. Yes, be careful with this one too, guys. Ortega and Yura Rodriguez, 155. Ortega kind of leading there. I don't disagree. Fights kind of... Ortega is not that high. But yeah, Yura can still win. Like I said, every fight here, man. Any guy can win. Yeah, the odds don't look too bad on all the guys. Just the Machinal and Sue, I disagree. Amanda Lemos and Watterson, I disagree. Billy Alego and Burns. I disagree because there's a submission chance by Burns. Yeah, I think that's probably it right there. And then the Miesha Tate, I think she's too high too. I mean, coming back from a so long off layoff from not fighting, how she looking at other fights, I feel like she's just hateable, and she needs a submission or a takedowns consistently. And Lauren Murphy takedown defense is not bad. So that's my breakdown there and some predictions and breakdowns. You guys keep on kicking. One love out to everybody. And subscribe to this channel. Hit the thumbs up button, guys. Get these videos out. And